Rodgers, y'all, he caused a stir when he had unexcused absences at Jets' mandatory minicamp last week. Now, Rodgers, he makes a lot of headlines off the field, but a report says the Jets are willing to roll with it because he's the key to everything for their team, bringing us on camera. Again, from here until Aaron Rodgers retires, if there is ever an Aaron Rodgers conversation, this show is the place to go for it because the only show that has Aaron Rodgers, former teammate, on it every day. A lot of people talk, but one man knows exactly what he's talking about. So, James Jones, I will go to you first. You want a Super Bowl champ with Rodgers. Is Rodgers worth all the drama, the headaches, the here today, gone tomorrow? Is he worth it all?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're trying to win. You're trying to get to a Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is absolutely worth all the drama. But my question is, what drama? Since my man has been a New York Jet. Now, if we were having some of these same conversations as the Packers, we know a lot of stuff been going over there in Green Bay. We could have a serious conversation. Since Aaron Rodgers has been a New York Jet, he's been the best teammate. He's been at everything, whether he's hurt, whether he's not hurt, whether it's mandatory, whether it's voluntary, whatever it is, my man has showed up and been at everything. Like Sauce Gardner said, we are talking about a 15-year veteran that's been through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of voluntary mini camps. He could have sat out and not been at this. He done took the young fellas under his wing. Right? You hear Coach Robert Saleh say how phenomenal Aaron Rodgers has been as a resource, as a teammate, all of that. So we're talking about missing 2 days of minicamp, and now we're talking about my man leadership and all this as a Jet, because that's what we're talking about. And he's been the best that he possibly can be since he's been a Jet. We had conversations. Who is this Aaron Rodgers? I knew who the Aaron Rodgers was, but the world is like, who is this dude? Being a teammate like that. He has done every single thing right since he's been a New York Jet, and they hold in 2 days a minicamp over my dog's shoulder. And when you start doing that, you know what that tells me? It's time to play some football. That's all that tells me, because these people are looking for little funny stories now to blow these things up. It's time to play football now, and Aaron Rodgers has to deliver on that football field. But he's been the ultimate leader since he's been there with the New York Jets.
I love having James on this desk, man, because I know if anybody has anything to say about LaShawn Shady McCoy,
right,
he's going to back me up, right or wrong. I'm going to say, you said no?
No.
I'm going to say yes, right? Just because, not just the OTA stuff, because I don't mind that, right? He's an all-star and all that. He's an MVP guy, so I don't care about that. It's minicamp, OTAs, who really needs it anyway? But my thing with him is, it's too much attention for Aaron Rodgers. Like, for what? When you were winning all these MVPs and your team was each year #1 seed, et cetera, right? Even though you did lose in the postseason a lot. You still was a big draw. You was something to talk about. But now it's like, why are we talking about Aaron Rodgers so much? I come to work and we want to talk about A-Rod. What's there to talk about? He ain't the same dude. And then you play with the Jets, you play, what, 4 plays? Is that right?
4 plays.
Right, so it's no disrespect to him. It's just like, why are we wasting so much energy talking about him? We talk about Aaron Rodgers more, we talk about Patrick Mahomes. Oh. And they're not even in the same boat. I mean, I said that. They're not in the same class.
Talk to him.
I'm saying overall in general, though. Like, we talk more about Aaron Rodgers than we talk about Patrick Mahomes. And we live in his era right now. I don't know if you guys know, but we're living in Patrick Mahomes' era.
I'm aware.
Okay, a guy like Josh Allen, they're not in the same boat today. We talk more about A-Rod than him.
I disagree.
Joe Burrow, like, I can go on for hours. All I'm saying is, yes, he has a phenomenal career for the most part, right?
For the most part.
Yeah, well, because, like, all that talent and how so great he is, he's only been to the Super Bowl one time. Where all the other greats that we
So you're kind of with me. It's time to play some football.
No. I'm tired of talking about him until he does something. Do something for us to talk about you. Because then the last time we seen you actually play, you was cool. You was okay. You wasn't great. You wasn't special. You wasn't Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers I know about is that mother-freaking number 12 for the Green Bay Packers that was like that.
That dude.
Right? Postseason, he ain't gonna do nothing of that. But the regular season, he gonna dominate. He don't do none of that no more. So my thing is, why are we talking about him so much?
Acho.
I mean, Dave, you are these people that James was referencing that writes these silly little stories.
Wow, silly little stories.
I did.
Bang! Whoa! Dave, you started your career as a beat writer.
I sure did.
I love your stories, Dave.
Please take us in the mind of a reporter when you create this certain story.
Create.
Is Rodgers worth the drama, Dave?
I'll bridge the gap between the two of these. James, you asked the question, what drama? And I'm about to say he is worth the drama, but there is drama. Whether you want to talk about the weekly updates on the injury, how quickly is he going to come back from that, the refuting. Do we talk about it every single day? Do we breathlessly chronicle this dude's movements? Yes, we do. Arguing about, I didn't have a wish list in New York, that's preposterous. Never mind the fact that 2 or 3 of my teammates got traded here. That's nonsense. The media is making stuff up. Talk about the conspiracy theory stuff with Aaron Rodgers. Like, all this stuff is real. And now that I've answered your question, what we're talking about, let alone the minicamp stuff, I will say it is 100% worth it because, Shady, I get your point. It's been 2 years, 3 years since we've seen Aaron Rodgers ball on that level. But we're talking about the New York Jets, man. I got Rodgers' numbers from 2022 pulled up. 3,700 yards, 26 touchdowns. Packers were in the playoff race until the final night of the season. Doesn't that sound like stuff the New York Jets would kill for? It should.
Aaron Rodgers?
It's been a decade since the New York Jets had a winning record.
If they get that Aaron Rodgers, they gonna lose.
Do you think?
Get that.
Do you? He's like, that's not good enough. Don't you think? Don't you think they would take it, James?
No.
You don't think they would take 26 touchdown passes after what they've been through?
Not the standard of this man right here. No.
The last 7 years, the guy y'all keep want to brag and talk about, he's won only 2 playoff games in the last 7 years.
The Jets haven't been to the playoffs in 15 years, Shady. There's different standards for different teams here.
We're talking about Aaron, MVP, Rodgers.
And two of them MVPs been in that 7 years, too.
You get what I'm saying? Like, for you to be so great and all that we talk, not for you, you used to be that, dog. Yo, listen, a lot of my retired players, now thank God I'm on TV, right? Thank you, God, for giving me a good job, right? Brother got a good job, it's a good thing, especially on Fridays. My thing is this. I always tell dudes, like, yo, what are you going to do now? I used to be all-decade running back. Yo, I used to be a bad boy on that field. I used to have crazy abs. Yo, I used to be super quick and strong. Kind of. right? I'm not that no more. Yeah. Now I'm a TV personality. Now I'm on TV. Right? Now I'm doing real estate. So Aaron Rodgers used to be the guy we want to talk about every day. The guy used to want to follow and see what he's doing and how he's talking and his interviews and going on his retreats. We used to care about that. But now, in the last 7 years, you got 2 wins, dog, in the playoffs. We don't want to talk about that.
Shady.
We got to play
That's
this
my
game.
name.
The New York Jets haven't been on that level in 15 years. They would kill for a quarterback who can have them relevant in January, let alone winning the playoff game.
I'm not going to let you lower the standard for him on TV.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
So he's got to play at an MVP level.
He got to play at a higher level than that 3,726 touchdowns. But not only that,
if the Jets are in the conversation in January, that would be an improvement over where they've been.
But now we got to go to the eyeball test, too. Right? Because, and everybody knows how much I ride for my dog, Aaron. From an eyeball test that we've seen his last healthy season, that wasn't the 12.
They trying to tell you
He got to be better. That's fine.
That music, y'all know what time it is. If y'all have never been in a pro sports, pro football locker room, allow us to welcome you into one. Shady.